Alright guys, welcome to the Phineas and Ferb 2 Q&A. Now, as always, if you have a question that I did not ask on here, that usually means YouTube was being a dick and decided to block the question or it's submitted as spam or not have it on the list. But, yeah, so I do apologize for that. But having said that, though, let's get into the questions, starting with Robert Larson, whose first question is, favorite Doofenshmirtz moment? Okay. Favorite doof moments are when he's like... my favorite doof moment is like... what is it? I'm trying to remember what my favorite doof moment was, because there's so many. Man. I'm trying to think of one in particular here. I don't know, there's just so many. There's just too many to count, really. Yeah. Second question. What would happen in a Phineas and Ferb, Beavis and Butthead crossover? Beavis and Butthead are on a journey to Do America 2, and they end up in Danville, and they try to score with Stacy and Candace. There's the story. But then they get wacky shenanigans along the way. Also, I think Doofenshmirtz would look at Butthead, Beavis, and be like, "Are we related?" Yeah. Anyway, third question. What would happen in a Phineas and Ferb Transformers crossover? Okay, Phineas and Ferb Transformers crossover. I guess, like, maybe Phineas and Ferb builds some kind of machine, it lets off some kind of energy signature, and the Decepticons are interested, they detect it, and the Autobots follow? I don't know. I will say that in terms of Autobot and human companions, I think Phineas and Ferb would have Wheeljack. Isabella might have... I want to say Bumblebee. Brawn with Buford, and Perceptor with Baljeet. There you go. So there you go. What else? Okay, those were all your questions. Okay, thank you for those questions, Robert Larson. Moving on now to James Fan 1991, who asks, what would you think about a Phineas and Ferb Doctor Who crossover? Something if, like, the TARDIS crash-landed in their backyard and the Doctor repaired his ship to stop the Cyberman invasion. Okay, so here's how I would do it, because... here's how I would do it. Like, maybe you have the Doctor... and I would have it like maybe a classic Doctor, like Tom Baker era Doctor, who he and Romana end up in Danville while they're trying to go back home. He was fiddling around and activated the emergent... I can't remember, the HANDS program that we saw in in Series 7. And the thing runs off, and the Doctor and Romana are trying to find it. Meanwhile, it runs off all the way to Phineas and Isabella, who I'd set this during that picnic episode. They go inside and accidentally activate the TARDIS, and proceed to go about all through space and time. Wacky adventures ensue. There you go. Phineas and Ferb Transformer crossover, already answered it. One of the show's highlights... okay, third question. One of the show's highlights for me is Doofenshmirtz and his inventions. What is your favorite innators? Yours is the other dimension innator. I think my favorite innator is the trade place innator, because he used it so stupidly. Another one is the... oh yeah, the one that turned everything into Druzelstein. There you go. Okay, okay, thank you for those questions, James Fan. Moving on now to Wolfman the Impaler, who asks, everyone goes on a vacation to Jurassic World. What kind of hijinks do they all get into before the shit hits the fan with the I-Rex? Okay, before they get into hijinks, I think Phineas and Ferb would like to go check out, like, they would go roll around in their own upgraded version of the gyrosphere. Candace would be in the gift shop, and I think also, let's see, what else? Buford would be watching the T-Rex constantly eating stuff. I think he would just be wanting to watch the carnivores eat. That would be his thing. He would want to watch the carnivores eat. But yeah, and Baljeet would be dragged everywhere, and Isabella would be following Phineas wherever he went. There you go. Alright. Second question. Phineas and Ferb have new teachers on the first day of school, and it's Abridged Nappa, Strax from Doctor Who, Miss Bitters from Invader Zim, Triceracop from Kung Fury, and Rocket Raccoon. What kind of hilarities would take place? Well, since Nappa in the abridged universe, or the abridged storyline, has a major in child psychology with a minor in pain. He would be the gym teacher. Nappa would be the gym teacher. Strax would be, I don't know, grammar. Yeah. Miss Bitters would be math teacher. Triceracop. I guess science. And Rocket Raccoon would be... No, Rocket Raccoon would be the science teacher, and Triceracop would be... I don't know. What would geometry, there you go. Because, goddammit, I want to see a Triceracop do whatever a Triceracop does on geometry. Alright. Third question. Candace seems so uptight. What would happen if she smoked some pot to mellow out? What is it with you and pot, dude? This is like the third question. The third or fourth time you've asked like a weed-centric question. You think I smoke a bit of the ganja? You think I hit the blunt? Smoke the green? Hit maybe do the Marley? Is that it? I'm just kidding. But yeah, she needed some pot. I'm also pretty sure Stacy would be the one buying it. Don't ask me why, I just think that. Leave me to my headcanons. Next set of questions come from Major Badass, who asks, the Eds visit Danville and meet Phineas and Ferb. How long will it take Eddie to realize he can come up with money with their help? Give it about 3 minutes. And with Double D, I think Double D would be completely jealous, and Ed and Buford would become BFFs. Second question. Given the chance you would go back to your childhood for a day, but you know, Phineas and Ferb. Oh, given the chance, would you go back to your childhood for a day? No, my childhood sucked. I'm fine where I am. Thanks. Alright, third question. Do you think Phineas and Ferb are going to be great engineers when they grow up, or will they just take average jobs? Well, in one episode, the Quantum Boogaloo, Candace discovered that Phineas and Ferb are going to become great, and not just great engineers, but just people who help the world. These guys are like the leading minds of the world, so there's great things ahead of them in the not too distant future. Anyway, third question. Do you think Phineas and Ferb... Oh, wait, that was your third question. Thank you for those questions, Major Badass. Moving on now to Nicholas Haley, who asks, what would... Oh, sorry. What did you think of the Act Your Age episode, if you've seen it? The Act Your Age episode was pretty much the episode before the the summer end, and I feel like that should have been that was supposed to be the end of the show, but they had to do that whole last day of summer thing. So, all right, here's what I think of the episode. I like it, but the thing is that I don't want some people are saying, oh, maybe we should get a whole series set in this continuity of them being older. Nah, doesn't have the childhood charm is not there, and it feels more like it would be Saved by the Bell. Because that's really what it was. It felt more like a teen drama, and I don't want that in this show this show that's supposed to be all whimsical and stuff. That's really not to say it's bad, but I'm just saying it's a fun little, quick little a fun little divergence for one episode. I don't think I would want that for one big, series. I don't think I'd want that for one series. So yeah. But it wasn't bad. Keep that in mind. All right. Second question? What do you think of Finabella, Phineas and Isabella? I ship it. I ship it good. Ship it. Now ship it good. Do 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 do. Crank that ship. Do 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 do. I need to stop. That's probably going to be a thing now. If that's not a song, if that's not like a parody song, god damn it, it needs to be. Someone get on that now. Anyway, third question. Do you think how do you think Phineas and Isabella would react to the following couple? Stephen and Connie, Jake and Sherry, don't know who those are, and Naruto and Hinata. I think with all of them, I think they'd be like, wow, you guys are couples, and you make it work. I don't know. I don't know how couples react. You ask me, don't ask me things like that. I don't know how relationships work. Anyway, thank you for those questions, Nicholas. Moving on now to Darth Venom, who asks, what are your thoughts on the standalone special, the Auka Files, coming later this year, and that are going to focus on Agent P and his time at Auka? I have the weirdest feeling that it's going to be one big clip show. That's what it really feels like to me, is that it's going to be a clip show, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping, like, maybe we get to see how Agent P got recruited into Auka. That's what I really want. Second question. What would Perry the Platypus think of the Pet Avengers? Why isn't that a thing? Why isn't Perry the Platypus teaming up with the Pet Avengers? God damn it, we need this. Third question. How would Phineas and Ferb react to the following characters? The Simpson families, the Pines family, Deadpool, Howard the Duck, Finn and Jake, Crystal Gems, TMNT, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Suicide Squad. Wow. That's pretty much what their reaction would just be one big wow. Yeah. So, yeah, there is that right there, so, anyway. Third question comes from, thank you for those questions, Darth Venom. Next set of questions come from Canero0222, who asks, what are your thoughts on the finale? I liked it. It felt a little less grandiose than, the other, specials that we've had, but I could run with it. I could roll with it, because it was just kind of like, it was one big celebration of what the show was about, and, what more could you ask for in that? And it also felt, is it just me, or did that whole thing feel like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Did it feel like a Doctor Who episode? Because it felt like a Doctor Who episode to me. No, really, it felt like a Doctor Who episode to me. I can't be the only one thinking this, and sorry I had to grab something real quick. But yeah, that's what it felt like. It just felt like one giant Doctor Who episode without the Doctor. Anyway, so yeah. But no, I liked it. I liked it just fine. It was good. Second question. How would you write a story about a story about the continuation of Stacy knowing that Perry becomes a secret agent and helps him out from time to time? I think I kind of wanted that to be done in the show, of Stacy now knowing what Perry does for a living and kind of giving him a hand from time to time. I think that would be a lot of fun. That would have been a lot of fun to see. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go with that further. Anyway, alright, third question. Are you planning to review the movie Across the Second Dimension, the sequel episode, Tales of the Resistant, or any of the Phineas and Ferb in the future? Nah, I don't really feel like going back and doing that, because it's been done already. People have already done reviews on them, so I don't really feel like I need to say much on them anyway. So thank you for those questions, Canero. Moving on now to Matt Kaiser08, who asks, what would each of these Disney villains, Shere Khan, Gaston, Ratigan, the Horn King, Jafar, Hades, and Hook, say to Heinz Doofenshmirtz? You're a fucking embarrassment. That's what they'd say to him. So, yeah. Anyway, second question. If you were to do a Phineas and Ferb Alice in Wonderland crossover fic, who would play who? Example would be Buford and Baljeet as Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Okay, Buford and Baljeet would be Tweedledum. I think I would make Isabella I would make her Alice. Perry would be the Cheshire the Cheshire Platypus. Candace would be the Red Queen, with Vanessa as the White Queen. Phineas would be the Mad Hatter, with Ferb as the March Hare, and I don't know, who would be the Dormouse?